Salutations, my lords and ladies. Yes, it is us. Yes, we are back at it again. Yes, it is your beloved, your highly esteemed movie connoisseurs. It's your boy, you know, you love him, the connoisseur. E-Man, Emmanuel, whatever y'all want to call me. It's cool. And we also got Ba-Boom.
Master of Cinema. It's Machi.
Yeah, we got the master of cinema himself, Machi, in the video. And we are going to be doing our next movie review. Today, my dear viewers, we have a new psychological body horror movie for y'all to hear about today. It is called Together. So just go check it out. Go look at it. It's a lot to do with body horror. It's funny. It's got a lot of dark humor. It definitely makes you feel uncomfortable. It's like, definitely go see it if you have a significant other. If you just want to see it with a group, hands down, it's definitely a group kind of movie. So just go have fun with it. Go check it out because it's gonna be spoiler filled in this video today, as you know if you've been with us before. But we're gonna be talking about, like I said before, the movie Together. So join with us, sit down, get comfortable, crack open some popcorn or some snacks or whatever. Or if you just want to put us on while you about to go head to bed, or if you just starting your day, whatever. We here for it. We're ready to listen in. Right now we're going to start it off with Together. Me and you, yo. Let's do it. Let's get started. Machi, my boy. How do we feel about the movie Together? Just give me that quick little opinion right now, bro. Bless me right now with your thought process.
I think it's more like a classic kind of horror movie.
Pray tell. Continue.
Right. Like, you know the threat, you know what's going on, especially if you've seen the trailers for it and all, right? And it's not unexpected, right? But it's really doing a really good job telling the story of this couple who's kind of not on the same page entirely with the way their life is going, and they, are slowly trying to come together. Yeah, no pun intended, but also through the events of the kind of magical forces of the horror that is attacking them, right?
Yeah.
Especially the choice they make at the end, like really showing that it's really a matter of perspective,
Yeah, I got you.
Throughout the movie, the real horror was not specifically the situation; it was their perspective towards it, in a way. Right? It's the perspective of, I don't want to be with you completely because I'm not sure yet. But at the end, they're like, yeah, I love you enough. Let's do it. Right?
Yeah.
So off that, I'd say it's like a 8 out of 10 movie.
8 out of 10?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got you. Okay, as for me, my dear viewers, I would say that I truly just thought the movie, so it made me, I really, because I don't really, like, from the trailer alone, right, where you see, like, the eyes touching and just, like, the weird kind of, like, really being up close and, like, just really at them, like, it hands down, I was expecting myself to be uncomfortable, and I'm not gonna lie, they delivered in this movie. Everything about just the way in which they use, like, the hands, like first it calmly them just like locking hands together, and then the fingers and hands just kind of start moving throughout the arms itself, and just like kind of creepy crawly, like digging into your skin like a spider. Amazing, hands down, amazing. Everything, the cinematography, just like the way in which they use the effects and everything like that, just hands down, absolutely, just honestly 9 out of 10 for me. 9 out of 10 kind of movie, bro. It was just good. It was good. The plot alone was kind of like, it was like, but like, even like, I'm like not gonna lie to you, just the effects and the stuff they did to make this movie as eerie and creepy and uncomfortable as it needed to be, like, just made the plot, it didn't even matter about the plot, just the effects alone, that just grabbed my attention. I loved everything about it. Even the creepy monster at the end of, like, the failed togethering of that hiking couple that goes missing in the movie, like, even that, I was like, or the dogs, oh my goodness. If y'all want a good title of a movie drop in a movie, go watch Together, man, because that was, seeing those two dogs' faces mesh together in that fleshy, gross, like, amalgamation, and then they're breathing simultaneously together, like they're breathing at the same time, both of the dogs in unison, and then it just hits with together. Like we don't hear the word, they don't hear somebody saying together like that, but it's just like you get that kind of eerie feeling when you see the title card right after you see the dogs. Like just I'm yapping. I'm sorry. Let's switch over. Let's switch over to the next thing. So, how did you feel about the couple in of itself? Like, do you honestly feel like they should have stayed together, Machi? Like, do you think that they really fixed all their problems?
I think they fixed their problems, but I do feel like they could. The relationship could work out, right? Because it's just really what these two want, and especially in this new situation that they're finding themselves in, they're not completely sure on like with the new direction their lives are going in. That they completely want this. They want to spend all this time together with each other. They're not sure if they're wholly in love with each other, right?
Yeah.
But throughout the movie, you see they really do love each other, right? It's mainly the hard times upon them that are really just getting in the way of them, like, fervently kind of expressing their love, right?
Yeah.
Especially the whole idea that uh, Tim, he feels trapped in this relationship, right? He feels like he can't go anywhere, but he's also the one trapping himself.
True.
Right? He's not stuck with her, and she makes this very apparent. You're not stuck with me. You can leave if you want to, but it's his decision. Ultimately, he needs to take a bit more responsibility for his life.
Yeah.
I think that was very well communicated throughout the movie.
Okay, I got you. Okay, for my opinion with the couple, I still, in my opinion as well, I don't think that they fully worked out all their problems. I think there was still a lot more that needed to be said between the two of them. They both choose each other at the end, and you do see that, like, that it's just like instead of fighting it, and I bet like at that point, just like let it happen, make it your own choice, choose this, choose each other kind of situation. Because like neither of them are perfect. I do believe hands down. Franco's character. What's his? Which Franco brother is
Tim.
it? Yeah, Tim.
Dave Franco.
Yeah, Dave Franco. Dave Franco's character Tim. Right. Tim legit is like that kind of guy that kind of like still wants to believe in like the dreams that he had when he was a kid. He still is like aspiring to do them, still aspiring it, but like he's kind of he's kind of stuck. He's in this like he's in this kind of just like midlife, not even midlife, he's not even that old yet, but like he's kind of like he's just stuck in life right now. He doesn't have it, he has no direction, he's just kind of just going with whatever. And that's why when Millie gets her new job to start teaching, he's just like, you know what, fine, I'm just gonna go with Millie and just be in this. But he like resents her in some way. He feels like she's the reason why he's so stuck, when that's not true. It's just that he hasn't truly, he needs to grow up and actually take the time in order to go out and just find something that's actually real. Because Millie does have a real job. She actually is growing up and she actually is doing what she needs to do. But he's just kind of just stuck in this like he's in this like woe is me kind of era, and it's just not working. And he's even talking with his like guy friends, and even like Allison Brie's character's brother, like Millie her character's brother. And he's just like, I feel like you're living like life she wants y'all to live instead of your own life. Well, that's not true. He's just kind of just not really living his life at all. And he also has like, he still has residual trauma. He hasn't gotten over about his parents and stuff like that. And it's this whole thing. But like, you take him and then you go to Millie's character. Millie's just like, because she has this whole like I can fix him situation. Like, and you can kind of feel like I can fix him. It's not as bad as it looks. He's still a good guy. He's telling herself all these excuses. Even her friends are saying like, I don't know, Millie, maybe you should leave him, try to find somebody better. She's like, no, like it's fine. I can fix him. This whole like they both are sticking in for the long haul. One Tim, because he just feels like there's nothing else like going on in his life, so he's just kind of stuck in this like moment with Millie, and Millie's just like, it's gonna get better. She's still kind of just riding on the high of like the one nice thing he did for her like a decade ago, and it's just like that kind of vice versa. But like when you get to this situation where they really have to test this relationship, and when you're getting uncomfortable, like they're sharing the bed together and like all this crazy stuff happening, where it's like you feel like, I feel like the one thing the movie does a great job of is like they're like they really push out how they're really feeling. Like this whole crazy thing makes them finally be honest with each other and like
Mm.
legit just let it all out. Which they from the get go they just needed to communicate because at the start of the movie they're not communicating at all. Like at all, they're not really telling each other how they're really feeling. Not really telling each other like any ideas they're having. And like, as you can especially see that in the way where like Brie, Millie, Allison Brie's character does like the whole like I want to spend the rest of my life with you, but it hasn't really been communicated with Tim DeFranco's character. Like that's like what they want to do. It's the point where he's just like, whoa, what's going on? Are you serious? It wasn't like a joking way. It's like are you serious right now? Have you thought this through? And it's just this movie does a great job with that. Just kind of like taking them, not communicating to them, being forced to communicate and get through this together, and then choosing to be together at the end. And it's just kind of crazy. It's crazy kind of writing aesthetic. Next question I do have is that like I know you said you had a theory about the way in which because my dear viewers, so I did end up seeing this movie twice and I was kind of confused. So I did think that she drank the water from the bottom like he did, but actually in reality he did not. But Machi picked up on that. He has his own theory, so I want to give him the light for that. So
She
Machi,
didn't.
yeah.
So this whole
But
thing, right?
keep it PG. Keep it PG for your explanation, by the way, though.
All right. I'll see what I can do. So there's a whole thing in the movie, right? So it's an interesting thing in movies, right? If they don't show you things, don't just assume things happened all the time, right? So they go into the kind of the area. It's just a little pond, this disgusting looking pond thing, all these vines that shows the water, where if you drink the water from there, then you're going to be drawn together. It's usually whatever couple from there drinks it will then be drawn together like magnets, right? And they're going to fuse together eventually. And the scene starts off with him giving her the rest of his water from his water bottle. Sees a little pond, and he's like, takes a sip from it. He's like, okay, this is all fine. But it's very notable that she says no. And throughout the scene, she's like, no, I won't drink it. And you don't see her actually take a sip from the pond or even from the bottle that he gave her again after he fills the bottle up with the pond water. So you never see her kind of drink the water, which is fine. So it's this whole thing of he's the only one being affected by it. And it's a thing of he's being affected by it where he's explicitly more horny now, right? He's getting hot and bothered. And when he's far away from her,
He has more of an attraction.
it's bad for him, right? When it's this whole thing of the way she's moving, he's moving now. He's kind of imprinted in a way onto her where she's the choice for him to get closer to, because obviously she's the only person he's been in contact with, for the couple of days since they're kind of trapped together. It's that whole feeling that he feels tethered to her, and then this water amplifies it where he's actually like moving like her, right?
Yeah.
But it goes on even further. She never feels any of the symptoms that he's feeling, not this attraction, not this horniness or this specific intense lust that he's feeling until they have sex, right? And they're not wearing a condom. And it's at that point, it's that point where it's inside of her now, right?
Yes.
Now she's feeling the same things he's feeling after they had an intimate moment together, an explicitly intimate moment together. Now she's starting to feel the same thing, and he can tell.
Yeah. Okay, one thing
And
in particular.
it goes on to a different thing. It's not as strong within him now, but it also speeds up the thing. Same thing that happened with the dogs. Now they're melting.
Yeah. Okay, but this is what I will say. I didn't know. So it wasn't an assumption. It's just that so when you look at the wine bottle in comparison to like the water bottle that like they have, the stainless steel, they both kind of have like the same kind of color kind of situation to it. So like when you're watching them in the cave and it's super dark, I can't really see which bottle she's drinking out of. All I see is the black bottle going back and forth, and like how they kind of were like going back and forth with it, kind of switching over. I was trying to figure out what that was, and to me it looked like the water bottle, especially since I watched it twice. It still looked like the water bottle to me, but I did have to look it up, and she does not drink the water, which I learned from it.
That's why I know you don't have any drinkers at your house, Emmanuel. I know what a wine bottle looks like.
What? Well, right, I got you. But in any case, I was just like, they just got me tripped up with that. That I was because I usually do try to really peek the small stuff. I mean, like for instance, that's why I like because I did like when we were in the movie, I legit whispered to you before I even got announced in the movie. I was like, yo, that the guy that they talked to, Damon Harriman's character Jamie. I was like, Jamie's part of the cult. And the minute because it's always that if there's one person in a film and it's like not one person, one character. If one character in a film knows so much about a concept, and it's not because like he's fascinated with it or he's a kid or like for some reason he's part of why it happened. It's always because he either ran the cult himself or he was part of the cult. Like, especially when it comes to cult kind of situations. And at the minute he was talking about a cult that no one else talks about, all they talk about is just the missing couple. I knew it. I knew from that get go. I was like, yep, this guy's gonna be a problem later down the line. I was
so that, and that was really cool.
Yeah, and I was really, one thing I was surprised about though, I thought he was trying to get with Millie, but then we find out later that he had a husbando, and I was like, oh word, I was not
husbando. He had a husband, sir.
I just wanted. I know he has a husband. I just wanted to use the word husbando because I thought it was funny. I've heard don't people usually use like
yeah
so
husband. I mean, if there's a lust for it, and then you can't get it, you got it, and you melded with him, and they got together. Right? Because I was looking at that photo, I was like, is that your father? Because you look too similar to him.
No.
I'm like, no. But that's what I was initially thinking when I was looking at it. I'm like, wait, is that your father? Because you look too similar to him. And then you see the ring. I'm like, okay, it's your husband. But then you see the double ring. I'm like,
No, him and his husband. I think what they did for how they kind of created his face is that I think that they took both of the two people in the picture and kind of tried to meld their faces together a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely what happened. Because that's why I was so confused. So I was looking. I was like, you look too similar right now to hey, what's going on here? You know.
The minute I saw that,
so
it
made especially more sense when you see the two rings and then you see he's in the car. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, and the gun. No, when you see the picture of like him and his husband like fishing together, I was like, yeah, no, 100%, they're together in this situation. Like they are conjoined. But it's crazy to see the differences between the conjoining, because like their conjoining versus like the creature we see in the bottom of the well, and then we also see Tim and Millie's like fusion. There's like differences between each one of them. I think it's like theirs is like I don't know. I don't know. I want to say maybe like the perfect fusion, but it's like when you really really accept it, you just get like that. But also I think it's because it was two guys instead of like a guy and a girl, so that's why there was kind of differences between their like how Tim and Millie's looked from theirs. It was two guys, so it just literally became like another guy because it was just like like that's why it looked like their kid. It could have been their kid. But Tim and Millie's was kind of like it looked like it had Millie's face, but it had like Tim's like eyebrows and stuff, and like I guess some of his like tone in his voice. But then you have like the missing couple who like I think it's just because they were like they really fought it. So like I would say Tim and Millie are kind of like the middle, like Jamie and like his husband are kind of like the perfect kind of like idea you have for like the idea. And then like the missing couple again is just like they're like the bad ending. I swear the husband, it seems like the husband tried to kill himself, but he must have been still alive enough where they were able to conjoin before like he completely died. And that's why like when you see the monster, half of their body is dead while the other half is still alive because they tried to kill itself. Because I think that is the way to stop it, and that's what Millie was trying to do because she got cut up by Jamie and she was gonna bleed out, but then like Tim decided to like use the whole conjoining as a way to save her by giving her and like conjoining and mismatching their flesh together. But like it was just like it's just crazy, man. It's like it absolutely it's a really it does what it's supposed to do. This movie does what it's supposed to do. It just hits different. I really enjoyed this movie. It did what it needed to do. It made me happy. I had no disappointment about it at all. I like one thing in particular I want to go into is just when they use hiking or like anything to do with the forest, and they kind of make the forest look like how like a 80s 90s camera kind of looks, where it's kind of like half blurry, but like it's like a good kind of blur, like it's not blurry sandy, where it's like it's kind of sandy, and like you can see them far away, like the characters walking up somewhere or walking down or running or moving without the scenery. It's like you're a bird or something, or the camera is like this out there witness or god in a sense to them moving around. I do love those kind of styles, like those choices of film, like filming style, like getting that outward picture, like that was good too. That was good too. I like that. Um, what would you have done in that scenario for Together, Machi? Would you have tried to kill yourself? Would you have just like let yourself go together with your significant other? Like what would you have done?
Depends if I love them.
What?
Really depends how much I love them, right?
Yeah.
If there's something we can both agree to do, and if we actually want to do this and all that, right? Then sure, I'd be willing to do it. But if I don't want to, it really depends on who's going to die first.
That's a real answer, bro. That's some real stuff right there. It depends on who wants to die first, I guess. Like we'll just figure it out. We'll roll the dice. He said, mm-hmm. In my opinion, I would say it's just that like, well, one, I would never drink from a well. I'm sorry, I would never. Well, not from a well.
I'm not drinking
Not,
from a pond.
actually, I should
You
have.
know, crap.
I shouldn't say well.
He said he was thirsty, and I was like, no, wait till I get home. I'm not drinking from pond water.
Because
I don't care if it's safe or not.
Water is fine. Well water.
I can wait.
Well. I should say.
I can wait. I can go and stand above that hole and just take in some rainwater if I'm really that.
Yeah.
Pond water in a dirty cave.
Like that wasn't really a well. That was more like some kind of subterranean like water pit. Like it was literally.
It's a cave. I'm seeing wood melded into the walls. I can wait till I get home.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna be thirsty forever.
Exactly. Also, because you can go, how many days can you go without water? Like 3? Isn't it like 3 days?
3 weeks or something.
3 weeks? You sure that's not food?
I think that's before you die. You can go like 3 weeks without water before you die.
Oh, okay, before you die. Yeah, they were gonna be fine.
You can go like a month or something, by a month or two without food. I think.
I think that's correct, actually. Yeah. Well, all I know is that food is absolutely way more than water. That's just the fact.
Yeah, it's longer.
But it's just to me that was just crazy. Him legit just say, because like just because it tastes good doesn't mean that it is good for you. Like,
oh no,
that's why like especially in those like wilderness shows, that's why like, if you're gonna take water from anywhere, most times they'll boil it before they start drinking it. You know, get out those impurities. I don't even think boiling it would solve the problem.
No, it's like 10 days max without water.
10 days, dang, Amachi, you really had hope for the 3 weeks. It's 10 days.
Yeah, 3 weeks is the well, it says so. The human body typically 3 to 5 without water. However, time frame can depend on a bunch of factors.
True. But they were only in it for like a day, so they were gonna be fine regardless.
So yeah, it's a week average.
Yeah. But like it just I would have never drank it from there. It was not that serious. It was not that serious, bro. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. 3 weeks, 2 months for food.
Yeah. What do you think about the whole like when like when he drinks it right there, it's sleeping in the cave, right? The whole part of like him breathing and then like the cave kind of like matching the way in which he's like breathing and like what's the word? I guess like I'm
saying, is how his lungs expand and contract.
Yeah, how long is expanding and contracting, right? The cave literally matches that. Like, how did you think about that? Like, do you think that like at some point like you go to the pit and you become part of the wall, or is it just that like you like do you get to just live the rest of your life, or like at some point you have to become part of the wall afterwards? Like, what do you think about that?
I'm guessing you have to go part of the wall because the only person that we know that is still like not conjoined together, right? Because I would also assume in his wedding, all those other people also did the thing, right?
Yeah.
Because they're in this cult where they do this. So I assume everybody else there has also done this. So I guess at a certain point, since he's like the last one, you would probably all just go meld with the wall. That's the case, right?
Yeah.
So that's where the failures go, and then the other people there's.
Yeah, no, no, I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you.
Yeah. Yeah. Do I think they have to go to the wall? No. Do I think it's a possibility? Definitely.
Yeah. One thing in particular, I feel that throws me for a loop along with it though. It's just like if if this is mainly what the cult wants to happen, like most times, like where it's like you get that
Mhm.
conjoining, you do that ceremony. He made the joke that like mass suicide, but it was actually just like they just disappeared. So it's like maybe all of those people in that cult, maybe they're all around town too. Like they're all just around somewhere in that in that town in this community living their lives working like Jamie is, because like Jamie just maybe
Yeah.
Jamie's a teacher, like he just teaches history, and it literally in history he was talking about the cult in itself and like the idea that we were all born with like two like four hands, four legs, and when we got separated by Zeus, and like I guess the cult believes that like when you find that significant other, you should go back to being how you truly were, like that four-armed, four-legged creature that Zeus split up kind of situation. Like that's what they believe. That's what that temple believes. I wonder what the bell has to do with that though, because it just what is the significance of the bell? I really want to understand that. Like, what do you think? What was the significance of the bell?
Harmony.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I can take that answer. Yeah, that actually makes sense. Harmony, the idea of harmony, coming together,
Hmm.
harmonize. Yeah, that makes sense. It's interesting that
Also,
like
in cases like for marriage, right? You ring the church bell,
wedding
right?
bells. Yeah, church bell, wedding bells. Yeah. Oh, also like was I wonder because I watched the second time and I was really trying to see if like the at the end right they also at their house they also have like one of those bells at their house. I was trying to see if like we could have seen that in the beginning, but I couldn't find it anywhere else until like the ending of the movie. So maybe like when maybe like the viewers can put in the comments and see if they saw the bell at some point for like Tim and Millie's house. Because at the
Yeah.
end, Tim and Millie's house has that bell. But I was trying to figure out like when I watched it the second time if they had it,
Because
if they
it could
still had
also
it.
they could also have just gotten a bell, you know.
Yeah, I guess to symbolize the togetherness that they went through.
Yeah, probably Jamie came over with a bell to congratulate them.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, at that point, yeah, because at that point, like, what can we? It's not really Jamie's fault we fell down the hole. All he did was
Yeah.
like cut Millie, and then there's no point in beefing. Like, it's already over. What do you think they decided their name is now? Is it like Tamili or something, or Tamili? Or
Obviously, it would be Timmy.
oh, honestly, yeah, yeah. Actually, no, that makes sense. Timmy, yeah, Timmy would work. Yeah. I wonder. I wonder what happens to. I wonder what happened to the dog. Like, I guess maybe the dad just like put
Killed it.
it. Yeah, probably killed it or put it down. Yeah,
Yeah.
because that is crazy.
Make no sense.
One thing in particular, I think I realized this is just that like it seems like it's quicker for animals as it is for humans. The transformation is quicker.
Yeah, but it seems to not work all the way.
Yeah,
Because you see the rats, they're just joined at the tail.
yeah. They didn't join other than at the tail. Only one of them was still alive.
Hmm.
Yeah, and as for
But they
the
could have killed themselves before, but yeah, but it seems they
yeah,
stopped at the tail and they just
and
keeled over.
with the dogs, it just stopped at the face. They just went together in the
Hmm.
face, and that was it. It wasn't like a full body meld. Yeah, so I don't know. I guess it just depends on everything. I feel like they could do more with it. Nah, probably not actually. I thought no, that's like probably like a one hit movie kind of situation.
It was one and done, yeah.
Yeah, one and done situation. But it was good. It was good. Any closing statements? Like, would you recommend it? Anything else you want to just add on?
I definitely recommend this, but if you cannot handle gore or body horror, or that kind of imagery, steer clear.
Yeah, absolutely. I wholeheartedly agree. It definitely I've never seen body horror like that because I'm not really a big fan of body horror myself most times, but like with what I witnessed, it looked really cool. But yeah, if you're not really a big fan, if it makes you squeamish, if it makes you like, especially if it makes like if you're a person that where it makes you queasy, I would not go see a movie like that. There is a lot of body horror like just in this movie, and it's gonna hit you hard. Trust me. But without a doubt, I would highly recommend this movie, especially if you love that creeptastic uncomfortability. And it was just a great movie. But that has been our review of Together. So let us know in the comments how y'all thought about the movie, how y'all thought about the ending, because a lot of my friends at work did not like the ending. So just let me know if y'all like the ending. I hands down I understood the ending, and I kind of just like I in my sense I just thought it was a good close. I liked it. I'm happy at least the characters. It was their decision, and I enjoyed it. But just let us know in the comments like what you thought about it, how y'all felt about the movie in itself, who was your favorite character, if y'all hands down call that the teacher Jamie was a cult leader, whatever. Just let us know. And this has been the Together review. I am the Connoisseur, and we also got haha,
Master Cinema.
yes sir, Machi. And that will be all. I would just want to say thank you for listening. Like, comment, do what y'all want to do, subscribe. We here for it. Let's build that community. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I bid you adieu, my dear viewers. Peace.
Bye.
Yeah, yeah.